I'm not a happy bear. I'll tell you that much. I'm not a happy bear after that. Disconnecting. I'm trying to talk about Big Phil, and that's just out the window. Disgraceful. My arm is fucked. Probably shouldn't have said that 12 seconds into a live stream, but here we are. We're here. And before anyone comments, you need to get a wired connection to put that. Fucking damn right. It shouldn't go down like that, man. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. But we're back about talking about Philip Clement in case anyone's wondering where I went. No, I'm actually raging about. Disconnected my game of FIFA as well. I was undefeated on Ultimate Team. 3 games I've played and I had 1 free. Division 9, because I'm that good at the game and went and done that. And actually, with loads of comments in there, and people probably went, oh, Big Stevie's died. Well, we're back, but I can't even remember what I was talking about. Why is YouTube got to do that to me? Snooker me? Even though it's more like Virgin Media that snookered me at the end of the day, but pathetic. But anyway, right, Big Phil, his comments about Aberdeen, that's what we were talking about. It's tragic, to say the least, because what he's done, I just made it 1-0. Man United manager sacked Big Ange, Nicks, and then Phil. I mean, that could be the order of it. Obviously, Ten Hag's away. He got beat again. I mean, we can't sit here and say that Ten Hag couldn't go. I mean, but what is it with him and Clement? Talking about Harry Potter. Quoting Harry Potter. Oh, it's a magic wand. We can't do much about it. Talking absolute drivel. I think he did. It's unacceptable, man. Somebody needs to suffer the consequences of what I just had to go through. But yes, Blue Mac, that's the reality. But maybe it was Phil. But I'm raging because it screwed my game of FIFA. Look at that, Ryan Gold. 2 games. Well, 1 game. This guy's abbreviation's Fog, by the way. That's kind of funny. But I mean, come on, let's talk about we had a good night, right? Up at Pittodrie last year. Is the guy senile? Or is he simply... Does he not remember? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, right? And, his English is a wee bit shite. Do you think he maybe means the game at Hampden where we beat them? I mean, if he means that, then I guess you can kind of see what he means we beat them. But I mean, he should know about Pittodrie and the 1 trip that he's had, man. He's Rangers manager, man. He's not some random guy plucked off the street that has to answer a question for money about, oh, where was that game last season? You know what I mean? Don't understand it. Do not understand it. Is Clement dressing up as a manager for Halloween? I think he dresses up as a manager all year round. Those comments yesterday, just some... Yeah, I know. Well, that is it. Does he forget the result, or does he think that a draw at Pittodrie is an acceptable result? But see, he could be saying it's an acceptable result to try and, justify whatever's going to happen on Wednesday. But Aberdeen last season were wank. It wasn't the same Aberdeen. A draw against Aberdeen now, obviously, when you're 6 points behind, still is poor. A draw with Aberdeen should be poor at any point. But last year it was particularly poor because they were awful. Aberdeen. But yeah, his comments talking about it takes players time to gel and 7 but the 11 weren't here last year, mate. We're going to be in November, folks. After the next game, how much time do these footballers need at the end of the day? It's a joke. If you sack Phil, much do you have to give him? I've heard 12 million get floated around. I've heard 6 months' salary. Did you see Vinicius Junior in the Real Madrid squad didn't travel to Paris? Looks like Rodri's going to win it. Why the Ballon d'Or? Vinicius Junior should win it though, shouldn't he, man? Vinicius Junior, very good player. Very, very toasty wee player, Vinicius Junior. I just gave the ball away, man. That's pish. But I mean, will Rangers Football Club be getting a player to win the Ballon d'Or anytime soon? Probably not. Probably freaking not. Obviously not Trips, but I mean, that game yesterday, it's another awful performance. There's no getting... I mean, the win is really all that matters, but we need to start playing well. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Anyway, I'm here. My arm is aching, man. But we'll put a poll up. Will Clement survive? What happened there? You tell me. Internet. Does Baltimore get canned if Rangers draw? I'd sack him. I'd already sack him. Who would you like or think next manager? Who'll be McKinn's? There's people yawning all around me in the Copeland. Why is this guy no rage quit? I thought he rage quit it. He did. There we go. Rage quit it. I'm not surprised there was people yawning. It was awful. Just nothing. I mean, I did the watch along. He talking for it for about nearly 2 hours, man. Tragic. I'd like Bellingham to win it, but personally, I think Rodri deserves it. Yeah, Rodri won the. But then, no Champions League for City this year. It was Real Madrid, of course, that beat Dortmund in the final. Who would you like? I think, before he read that one out. Does a draw sack him? I'll be honest. I don't think a draw sacks him. Personally, I'd sack him. I mean, you're going to be 8 points behind Celtic if you draw. It just feels inevitable that Rangers are going to draw or lose. I mean, honestly, a draw. You look at the team right now, and I just don't really see how it's going to step up to task. Aberdeen firing on all cylinders. They're fighting in every game. They're getting points late on. I look at us, and I just don't see it. I don't see it. I might go live on Fog Football later, but I'm going to need to get DP'd for my arm, man. I don't know what I've done. I've done something tragic to my arm. Too many dog walks. 3-1 Aberdeen, you're predicting, huh? How can you judge Clement if he hasn't backed in the transfer window and lost the majority of his team? Because let's say he's not been backed, right? And I don't think he has completely. Let's say he's not been backed and he's lost a good portion of the team or whatever. Still good enough to beat Kelly at Rugby Park, isn't it? Yeah. No one was expecting Rangers to win the league this year, right? I mean, some guys just scored a power shot against me. I predicted us to not win the league. But, regardless of quality, you've got to see players do stuff. You've got to see players step up the task in the meaningful games and put effort in. We didn't see that in the Celtic game, and that is the minimum, man. You can say he's not been backed, but his tactics and style of play is awful. Even if he didn't get back, man, you would expect better against the lesser teams in this league. I mean, look at the St Mirren game yesterday, man. What's he got to do in getting back yesterday, playing a decent style of football? If you've not been back, play the youngsters. He's a banger, absolutely, Martin. He is. He's an absolute FUD of the highest order. Rodri was massive for Spain and City win the Premier League. Yeah, finishes was big in the Champions League, but winning the Premier League and International Trophy is harder. It was great. Spain winning. I'm not going to. Rodri's tears would have been bad against England, I'll tell you. Ryan Gold, one each. Maybe you'll have a new manager for Christmas. We can only hope, JJ. But honestly, man, is it going to happen? I'm not too. Has anyone tried this new Ryan Gold card on FIFA, man? He's laying the smackdown for me. And there's a reporter saying we don't expect to win the league, then why are you cracking up? Because we're behind Aberdeen. We're behind Aberdeen. We're losing games of football. I'm not expecting them to win the league, right? As seen in my prediction. But also, us not winning the league's also down to the fact that Clement's in charge. He the time guy? Nah. Come on. He's got to go. I mean, it's not just down to the team as well. I'm not predicting us to win the league. It's Clement. Look, last year, he hasn't won an Old Firm game. And regardless of the squad, that's pathetic. 1 draw and 4 defeats. And what's it going to be come January? Extra super chats if Clement gets sacked on Wednesday. Someone hand him his P45. Come on. Do you think you will win a trophy this year? Honestly, probably not. Because I feel like for us to win a trophy, we're going to need to beat Aberdeen or Celtic in the final of this League Cup, and then obviously get Scottish Cup, but no one really knows how that's going to go. So we'll see. But as of right now, no, I don't What was Aberdeen's budget? I don't know what Aberdeen's budget was, but it's not Rangers' budget. And even if it was the same budget, Jimmy Teelan's done a much fucking better job anyway. It's pathetic. That's pathetic, that pass, man. That pass was shite. That's awful. He's a dead man walking. I agree, Andy Mack. Oh no, I've just been chipped to the back post. Good defending though, and my goalkeeper's called Clark. Brilliant. That's pish. All the pods were saying at the start of the season, give him time, take it. I wasn't. I was saying, I wasn't this. I mean, I was Clement out, but I wasn't necessarily sacking him. If that makes sense. I didn't fancy the guy. I think that's clear. It's not crazy to want him gone, man. I mean, at the end of the day, how many times has Chris Boyd said Rangers will not be a project? Rangers are not a work in progress. You need here and now. You need results, and you do need results. Pish. I said it. I know you mean not me, but yeah, I can't control what other pods do. If they want to change their mind, go ahead. But I mean, defeats and being 6 points behind Aberdeen and Celtic, that'll do. He's not going to. If we lose, man, he can't survive. He can't survive on Wednesday, man. Absolutely not. Big Yamal shite. He needs the time Gerrard got. Is that from a Celtic fan? It looks like that is from a Celtic fan. But why? What? Gerrard, you've seen clear progress under Gerrard, man. We went from being a laughing stock in Europe to getting into group stage football. That, you know what I mean? Rangers want all the glory in one swoop. Yeah, of course that's what we want, but it's unrealistic to think that. Gerrard the Messiah only won one trophy in 3 years because Celtic collapsed. Yeah, Celtic collapsed last year in a period of the season and Clement bottled it, so you've still got to be there to, even if you think that, you've still got to be there to step up to task. Gerrard was a failure, pure pish. He wasn't a failure, man. Yeah, should Gerrard have won more trophies? Absolutely. I still think it's unacceptable, his record in cups and things like that. But Gerrard won the one trophy he was set out to do. That's the reality. And if he stayed at Rangers, it could have been different. One trophy out of 9 is a failure, but look where Rangers were before Gerrard came in. You can't be picky at the end of the day. Was Gerrard's 3 years a success? I think it was to stop the 10, so yeah, but it's still not good enough. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, do you think Celtic could do another 9 in a row? Yeah, it's sad that I think the team that could stop it this season's Aberdeen, and not my own. You look at the mess we were in before he came in. Gerrard was actually, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Obviously, you look at it, right? See, looking at it now, you think if like Clement went 3 years for a trophy, that's bogging. But see, when Gerrard came in, we were nowhere near Celtic, and then within 6 months, we were beating them at Ibrox. It was unheard of. And also in Europe, man, he's done really well. It's only looking now in hindsight, you might think, oh, one trophy out of 9's pish, and it is pish. I don't think anyone's going to argue that it's not, but here, he got us back fighting, and then a lot of other people bottled it. You know what I mean? Like, look at Gio. Had the keys to the castle, and then the whole Europe situation happened. I'm getting absolutely scuttled on FIFA here. Brilliant. 3-1, I'm getting beat. Gerrard beat Rodgers and Ange, though he wasn't technically there that day, but in general, his record against Celtic is good. Gerrard won the car park league year. Yeah, he still won it, didn't he? Would we be calling it the car park league if Celtic made it 10? If Celtic won 10 in a row in the COVID year, would we be ripping the piss at it? Probably not. I wouldn't be ripping the piss at it. I'd be in tears, greeting. Did Rodgers? Didn't take Rodgers 3 years? No, yeah. He didn't. Yo, I think Ange done a fantastic job, man. Ange did in a season what it took Gerrard to do in 3, but obviously the rebuild didn't have to be as extensive. You know, Ange wasn't completely starting from scratch. With Rangers, it's like didn't really have the money. Did back Gerrard to a degree, but you know, I've always gave Ange credit. You know, it's pathetic that Rangers didn't win at least another league title after 55, considering the state that Celtic were in. If you sack Clement now, a year from now you'll be in the same spot with a different manager, and that's why you got to give like rolling contracts, man, and all that good stuff. It took Celtic to totally implode for you to win 1 trophy out of 9. That is a fail. Here, you could argue it took Rangers to fucking implode and go down the leagues for Celtic to win 9 in a row. I'm not going to take credit away for Celtic. Like, you still got to do what you've got to do. But where do you draw the line at imploding? I mean, you could argue Rangers imploded last year, lost against Motherwell, and then the arse folded it. At the end of the day, we constantly talk about sacking PC, but who actually replaces him is what I'm wondering. Eric Ten Hag. They like their Harry Potter quotes, I know that much. Do you think he still does that in Saudi? Probably not. Probably not with Gerrard. It'd be funny if he did, though. Implode. Constantly talk. I've already read that. Think you need a board first that can work with Clement. Agreed. That's pish. What a shite goal to concede. Think I've already read that comment. Ange bought 17 first-team players in 3 windows. It was a massive rebuild. If only them Clement. Taylor was left for 55 seasons. Wrong choice in boardroom manager. Stevie left at first chance. Well, that's it. He said you need to fix while it's sunny, not raining, and we didn't do it. But Gio bottled the league as well, man. Gio, as good as he was, and I think Gio is a good manager. We should never have lost the league to Celtic that year. You know what I mean? We were way ahead. Yeah, I mean, we can argue Gerrard did shat it, but end of the day, if he wasn't getting backed in that window, was awful. Yeah, I ripped the piss out of Ange. Seeing it got announced, I was like, who's this guy? I was mispronouncing his name and everything. I'll hold my hands up. I was like, who's this Diddy man? That's 10 in a row guaranteed. All that sort of talk. Then obviously it went out the window. So that's my bad. Shouldn't that learned me. Like, I was like, I need to shut up. I'm not going to start celebrating. Even last year though, man, we beat Kelly at Rugby Park in the end of February, and I thought, aye, that's us. That's us on our way. That's why. See you beating FSB 4-0, man. Doesn't do nothing for me, because you look at the next game and you scrape a win against St Mirren. My next favourite is when you all laughed at Rodgers coming back. Yeah, I didn't necessarily laugh at Rodgers coming back, but what I said is that I would rather Rodgers come back than Ange stay, because I do believe that Ange is better than Rodgers. And I'm not going to change that. Even though, obviously Rodgers has got a great record against Rangers. Can't deny that either. Who do I want for the next manager? I'd need to look at it, man. Need to look at it. Ange will be sacked for Halloween was the cry. It was the cry. Yo, Ange lost 3 of his first 6 games. Something similar to what Beale did last year. There was people calling for Ange's head in that first season. If you remember, you remember. If you don't, then I don't really care. I think they got beat against Dundee United. People were green. But you could see under Ange, man, even in the second game when they beat Dundee 6-0, you could see that this guy, all right, he's got a style of play here, gun-ho football. This could work big time. You look at Clement, we're a year in, couldn't tell you what his style of play is, man. I could probably tell you what he has for fucking dinner every Thursday before I could tell you what his style of play is. Is Beale back in coaching? I don't know, man. Is Beale back in coaching? In fairness, Ange was a bit of a nobody when he walked into Celtic, so I don't think fans were wrong to laugh. No, I don't think fans were wrong to laugh at him. Yo, Ange could have went tits up. Like I said, 3 games. He lost 3 games out of the opening 6. He could have very easily got sacked, and then Celtic could still won the league that year. Don't get me wrong, but could be like, oh, he got away with one there, but it worked out in the end. the end of the day, you know what I mean? Look at Philip Clement troops. He's won league titles elsewhere. Doesn't mean fuck all unless you win them here. That's what you know what I mean? See, Rangers could get Pep Guardiola, right? We could get Pep Guardiola, but see his Champions Leagues and his La Ligas and his Premier Leagues with all the blood money that he's earned over the years doesn't mean dick unless he wins titles with us, and that is the reality. I couldn't care what he's done. You got dogs abuse for it. FIFA's pish, man. I'm drawing. I wish I was drawing. Getting beat 4-3 here. On that, I'm getting beat 4-3 in Division 9. How pish am I? I know Guardiola wouldn't, but you know what I mean, though. It's like there's always talk about Mourinho coming to one of the old firm. I could see Mourinho coming. His stock's fallen. But my point is, it's irrelevant what they've done previously. It's about what you do here. Like, come on, winning Belgian league titles. Honestly, like, what does that do? What does that do for anybody? Oh, it's fucking shite, man. Shite past minute added on. Would you like Ten Hag? Of course not. I mean, I was 1-on-1 there and the referees blew the whistle. You'd laugh if we signed a nobody. Everyone is entitled to have a laugh end of the day. And we did have a laugh. I'm not blocking any comments. How do you think I'm blocking comments? I'm literally playing a game of FIFA, man. I can't type anything in here. If the comments are blocked, odd one ball, it's because YouTube, you must be dropping some F-bombs in there. Big Philip Clement. Yeah, Clement is a fucking no. But as I say, man, league, you need to win league titles here. My FIFA records went to shite. Absolutely went to shite. Who's not available? Absolute pish. Do you know what Clement to stay? He'll do all right in Europe. Yeah, he's got a decent Europe record, to be honest. 5 away games in Europe, undefeated, few wins, few draws against decent opposition. That's all right. See, I'll give him credit. But it's about the league. It's the bread and butter. And he's ran out of Lure Pack a long time ago. He's ran out of Lure Pack a long time ago, folks. Long time ago. Right, we'll go for like another 10, 15 minutes here, and then we'll wrap this stream up. I think these will get worse for you challenge, probably. But then no one in the summer, right, would have thought you're going to end up behind Aberdeen. It would have been Hearts, but even then, I mean, long way to go, man. But if we lose on Wednesday, if we lose on Wednesday, Aberdeen beating us is no longer a pipe dream. It's a fucking reality. Because if they win, it's not even a case of Aberdeen could drop off, but what about us? 9 points is 9 points. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, technically you still Aberdeen to play 3 times, so I mean 9 points is nothing if you win all the games, but if you win all the games, you know what I mean? Big difference. That's pish. You're starving, brilliant. Wednesday game is massive, but I can't see Rangers winning. Honestly, part of me just how can I be saying that though? Honestly, part of me thinks I just don't imagine it. Don't imagine it. It's like we're going to play awful. We might scrape a draw. But if Aberdeen are to win the league, man, they need to win this game tomorrow or Wednesday. 3-1 Rangers, I hope so. But you know what? I mean, losing could be a blessing in disguise if it gets him sacked. But if it doesn't get him sacked, man, it's like, well, fucking how long are we waiting? He needs to win it, man. He needs to win it. And the team's going to be pretty interested to see what he picks. Because is he going to play James Tavernier or is he going to play Calvin Weirjo? Personally, Robin Proper, who we've not even touched on in this stream, he is shite. He's done. He is absolutely done, folks. Robin Proper. What I would do, I don't even know. But I mean, Suter. Yes, we're away, and I don't even know what the problem is. I'm seeing Kazim Weirjo. I mean, maybe Kazim Weirjo at centre back and Sterling at right back, but then he doesn't fancy Sterling. He's completely went off Sterling. Sterling's only getting like 5-10 minutes here. So I don't really understand what's going on with Sterling. Ten Hag's available. He is. Ten Hag's available, man. Ten Hag's pish. Yefty isn't a left back. No, but Yilmaz is injured and he doesn't. Is he going to start? Yeah, Yefty's all right. He might not be a left back, but lefty's not. There's bigger problems at Rangers than where Yefty plays. Put it that way. I don't want Ten Hag. Yilmaz is dead. Absolutely, I feel sorry for Clement. Guy's doing his best. Yeah, well, you can do your best all you want. That's not good enough. But see, when you start bullshitting and lying and just talking at your arse, that's when fans completely go off. That does, honestly, see, lying to the fans, that does more than shite results. Now, if you were winning league titles and you were turned around and saying, aye, we're brilliant, maybe I could accept lies in that fashion. But when you're lying and you're shite, yeah, I'll turn people against you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You sold Barisic for fuck all. You could add about 20 people to that list. Caden, we sold a lot of people for fuck all. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Being cute. If you had sense to play Kaz and Weirjo and Sterling and drop Tab and proper, yeah. But that's the problem. Everything. Look at see the past bunch of windows. We've just not improved, man. Like proper in for Goldson. People want the Goldson out. I want the Goldson out. Loser mentality, all that. But he's not been improved upon. Proper is mince. 20 seen us coming, man, when they seen us willing to pay like 3 million for a guy that's 31 and never amounted to hee-haw in his career. Saw us absolutely coming. It's pathetic. Honestly. Turning away and like, alright, that's it. Clement isn't lying. His team is playing the best it can. Need 3 more windows at least. So 3 more windows at least. So what? 2026 January. Are we willing to wait that long? I mean, I think that's too long away. Too long away. Piss shot. You keep. I hate the 4-2-3-1. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. 4-3-3 is better, but still, honestly, man, any formation. But see, I'm like, play 2 up top. He's not going to play 2 up top against Aberdeen. Just every bit of business. Even Liam Kelly. Like, why sign Liam Kelly? Honestly. Well, Celtic fans be cheering on Rangers. I'm seeing these TikToks. It's like Cal McGregor shaking hands with Tav before a game, and it's like the tricolour and the British flag, and it's like, the one game, the one result that brings Rangers and Celtic fans together, and it's like Rangers beating Aberdeen. Does it really? You know what I mean? I don't know. See TikTok. TikTok's fucking cringe, man. Stay off TikTok. Load of shite. I mean, will Celtic want? I mean, I think most Celtic fans would want Aberdeen to beat Rangers because, say what you want. Yeah, Rangers won't win a league, but 9 points behind both of them. That rules Rangers like 110 officially. Aberdeen, it just feels inevitable that they'll collapse. Now, if this was like 5 games to go and it was only between Aberdeen and Celtic for the league title, then yeah, I think you'd difference of opinion. You'd want Rangers to win, but 10 games in, whatever, I think most fans will want Aberdeen to beat Rangers. It's that simple. There's too many Rangers players that don't want to play in Scottish football. That's the problem, though, man. You might be. You see, we don't know what goes on in negotiations when they're signing half these players. It's like, the European nights at Ibrox. Fuck the European nights at Ibrox. What about winning the league title at Ibrox? What about winning the Scottish Cup at Hampden? Nah, obviously that fucking got left out the portfolio. Shite bastards. Must win for Aberdeen to keep their dream of finishing second. Even if Aberdeen lose, man, I'd still say they've got a decent chance of finishing second. Us winning doesn't fucking automatically make Rangers great, does it? Hey Steve, long time, my guy. How you doing, Billy? I can't remember the last time you were in the chat, but it was probably better times. Nah, it would have been better. It would have been this season. And as Dusty Rhodes used to say, hard times, folks. Until close to the end of the season, important. I want you to lose every game. Well, there you go. Stevie, Aberdeen will win on Wednesday. They are in better shape. They are in better shape. I think Rangers will sack the league and go for Europe for the money. But you can't go for Europe, man. Honestly, I see this. Yeah, there's money in Europe, but let's be honest, man. There's no guarantee we're going to get this league stage, right? I think we will, but there's no guarantee. And then what? You go into a knockout round. Oh, a knockout round against fucking Porto. Oh, yeah, put your eggs on that basket and see us get scudded 3-0 away in Portugal. See doing that, man? That would be suicide. Absolute suicide. You think Aberdeen will win 3-0? Come on, Clement, bring us the title. Philip, come on, bring us it. Celtic money mean we will never win apart the odd time until the club get the set up correct. Yeah, you can agree with that, disagree with that, whatever you want. But I mean, it's not even a question of Celtic now, man. We're behind Aberdeen. It's going to be the end of October and 9 points behind Aberdeen. That's the thing. You could lose everything going for you. Well, that's it. Yo, see a European run, right? Being like 20 points behind Celtic and 10 behind Aberdeen. The only way that is worth anything is if you win the Europa League. Nothing else. Nothing else. And even then, even if we won the Europa League, I still think to being 10 points behind fucking Aberdeen's unacceptable, man. We're talking about having to win the competition, I'll let you in a wee secret, not so secret. Rangers aren't winning any European competition, Conference League, Europa League, anytime fucking soon. I mean, look at the team to 2 years ago. Superior. It's not going to happen. It's a draw for me to keep Celtic at the top of the mini league between the three of them. The mini league between the three of them. I think it's a bit of a two-horse race. Ryan Gold, what you doing? Ryan Gold almost scored. No secret, it's reality. Yeah. This is strange. How can Rangers will be so big last season, the biggest in Scotland? Has the board not learned? I think it was the biggest in 23. I think it's smaller than Celtic now, but I mean, damage has been done. That's fucking shite. I like your channel. You can talk to things about, and I'll answer everything. The pressure after support will never allow manager to settle at Ibrox. You need a few seasons of a come on judgment. 2026, killing myself. That's both clubs, though. You know what I mean? It's fucking shite. We can't wait to 2026. Well, you know what? I think you can wait to 2026, but you need to see something. There's no style of play. Do you think Batista uses they them pronouns? Walk alone. Big Dave Batista, probably, to be honest. Big Dave Batista. What happened to Big Dave, folks? How long did I give Clement? But fans in Glasgow get toxic and crazy to do very fast. I want him out, of course I do. I just sacked him. I said, right, if he came with the ultimatum, right, as I just conceded a goal, kick-off goal, if he came to the board with the ultimatum before that Hearts game and said, I'm walking, I'd been like, bye. See this, giving him an extra deal, do not get that. You've seen Batista's Trump noise up? Fucking pathetic, isn't it? Dave Batista. It's all of them. See Batista punching like a picture of Trump, man. Think he's a tough man. It's actually cringe, and they never actually bring up compelling arguments against. I think Batista actually might be one of the few because he gets into abortion and stuff, and he wears a T-shirt with a uterus on it. Oh, big fucking Dave Batista, what a hard man you are. Same with Bryan Cranston, Walter White actor. Fucking weird. weirdos. I don't know. I think that's just weird behaviour. 70-year-old man walking about with a fucking uterus t-shirt on. But I mean, you look at Hulk Hogan coming out with the American flag, struggling to rip his shirt off last night. That does more for me than Dave Bautista at the end of the day. But it's like, I don't know if anyone knows Jim Cornette, but he was talking about like unemployment's at its lowest. Like talking about Kamala's reign. Kamala, no, not right. Biden. Look at fucking Joe Biden, man. Guy couldn't run a bath. Anyway, let's talk about politics, man. That can't be arsed. It's American, but it does have a massive thing on the world. But yeah, everyone's saying Trump. Jim Cornette is caught in McDonald's. Jim Cornette's a fucking fud. He's a loser. I would actually just respect them more if they turned around and said, you know what? Yeah, his policies might be better, but we fucking hate the guy. I'm never voting for him. I'd respect that. Be fucking honesty. Because to suggest that America was better off under Biden than Trump, you're fucking clinically brain dead. No, I mean, is what it is. I think it's the same in Scotland. Like the SNP. I mean, if you want independence, that's fair enough, but don't fucking pretend that the country's better off with them. Not one thing Big Stevie Cool can't stand. It's fucking liars, folks. Stevie, do you think Dave King 50 million request would win Rangers the league? Where's he going to get the 50 million from, folks? You know what I mean? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? JJ Celtic, he wanted to kick him on the ground. What are we on about there? Kick who on the ground? Oh, the MP guy? I don't really know too much about that to comment on. It just looked like a fucking shambles. Cornetto. Jim Cornetto, get to me from Wall's ice cream. We couldn't go independent. We can barely govern ourselves, for fuck's sake. Yeah, independence is it's only a touchy subject. Who gives a fuck? Talk about it. But the point is, it's like it's embarrassing. The whole it's like what pretty much like let's destroy a country. Let's destroy the country to get independence. I mean, it should be whatever makes the country better off. It's fucking embarrassing. I mean, you see half the MPs care more about Gaza than they do fucking Scotland. It's fucking cringe. You won't threaten the MP again. One man, one vote. I like the way the Americans do it, man. You know, you've got the popular vote and then you've got the whole state vote. I think that's the way of doing it. See this? I mean, you look actually at the election. Like, yeah, Labour won the landslide, but it wasn't even that. You actually like add up all the votes. You voted Labour and you're depressed, right? I didn't vote, so but I can understand why people did vote Labour. Do you regret it, Caden? Do you regret your vote? Stevie voted DUP. I didn't vote fuck all. Didn't he vote fucking hee-haw? Didn't vote for nada, my friends. Absolutely nada. Right, everybody, that's where we're going to wrap it. I'll wrap it up in a minute's time. Funny how politics follows football allegiances. Do you think you'd still be a unionist if you grew up a Tim? Well, see, I've got my own mind, right? I'm not gonna, you know, just because when you support a club or whatever, it doesn't automatically mean you've got to fall in line with everything. It's like Rangers, they love the royal family. I couldn't give two fucks about the royal family. I saw last night in the Daily Record, oh, breaking news, Prince William talks to Harry for the first time in 6 years. See if that gets you off at night, go ahead. It does not get me off. I couldn't give a fuck about Harry. Couldn't give a fuck about William. All right, couldn't give a shit about any of that. It's pathetic. I mean, if people want to support it, then fair enough. Yeah, cutting off long. Yeah, see that. Bryan Cranston did that with one of his long-term friends, like 60 years. Embarrassing. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it, folks. But a good stream, 40 minutes talking shite. That's where we'll leave it. So, till next time. Peace.